Hello students, in this video we are going to see a program for structures or array of structures. So we already saw what is a structure. I explained you in another video that what is a structure and how do we declare a structure. A structure is a collection of different data type variables. So structure is required whenever we need to program for a group of users or a group of students to manage student details or employee details and such kind of things. Instead of declaring n number of variables, we can declare such variables under structure, inside a structure, and then we can access the structures. So we know how to declare a structure. So whatever variables we are declaring inside the structures are called as structure members, and then the structure members can be accessed only through a structure variable, and then we are going to perform the task using the structure variable using a dot operator. So in this video we'll see an example, that is write a C program that accept records of different states using arrays of structures. So it is going to accept different state records. It is going to maintain different state records. So the structure should contain the state, name of the state, the number of engineering colleges in the state, medical colleges, management colleges, and universities. So these are the details are there in a state. So, and finally what we supposed to do is we have to calculate the number of colleges, total number of colleges, and display the result. So this is what the program which is given, task which is given to us. So right now we have to decide what are the what is the structure, what is the name of the structure, and what are the members of the structure. So that thing we have to decide. So the name of the structure, maybe we can decide our own name. For this example we can decide the name of the structure as colleges, because mostly, or institutes. Institute is the name of the structure because we are going to identify how many engineering colleges, medical colleges, management, and universities. So maybe we can declare the name of the structure as institute, and then these are the structure members. So engineering colleges, medical colleges, management colleges, universities, and the total colleges. So these things are going to be the members of the structure, and finally we are going to access it. So let's see how do we code this program. So I'm just commenting those lines, okay, and then starting our program. Hash include um, stdio.h, then structure has to be defined with this syntax. Struct is the keyword, and the structure name is institute. So we have given the name of the structure as institute. Then I'm going to declare the variables. The first variable is the variable or the members. So it is going to be integer engineering colleges, so number of engineering colleges. So I'll just, to make it short, I'm just going to give as ENGG for engineering colleges, and the next one is medical colleges, medical, and management, so MANG, manage, and then universities, so universities. So these are the four variables I have declared. So structure could be a collection of similar data type variables or different data type variables. So it can have any number of variables, any type of variables. So as per this example, we can have only the similar type of variable because all are integer. And one thing I missed, that is the name of the state. So char name, state name, or state, just to make it short, I'll just state, and the name size of the state would be 15 characters. So it's a character array I have declared. And one more variable we need, that is total, the total colleges. So that is, I'm declaring it as total. Okay, so these are the total number of members available inside the structure institute. So structure state, we have to get the state, name of the state, number of engineering college in the state, number of medical colleges, management institutes, and then universities, and then finally the total. So these are the things we are going to have it as a member. Let's code it in our main program. Main program, in this program it is given as we have to using array of structures. That means number of array of structure are going to be created here. The number of state is not given, so how many state details we have to collect, that is not given. So we have to give the value from the user side. So I have to create a structure, the structure variable, as an array of structure, and the number of array size of the array should be we have to get the value from the user. So int n, that is the total number of colleges, total number of state details we have to collect from the user. So I'm going to ask the user enter the number of states. So this is a generic program for different countries, so different country may have different number of states. So enter the number of states, scanf percentage %d scanf percentage %d ampersand n, and based on this size I'm going to create the structure. So struct, so how do we declare this is structure declaration, structure declaration, and this is struct variable declaration. Variable declaration should be goes like this: struct keyword and the structure name, and then the structure variable. So structure variable, here I'm going to create the structure variable as just in. In is a structure variable. You can give your own name. So I'm just making it short. In is a structure variable name, and the size of the structure variable is n. So based on the number of states. Okay. So for these number of states, I have to collect the state details from the user, and then I have to calculate the state details, like what is the which state has how many engineering colleges, how many medical colleges, and other details. So for that I'm going to use a for loop here, so that the for loop can iterate itself again and again for a specified number of times, and it can collect the value from the user. So int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then so we have to collect the details from the user. So the structure members has to be accessed right now. For that, first I'm going to I'll just inform the user that they have to print the details, like printf enter the enter the state details. First I'm just informing the user to enter the state details. Then inside also I can ask the user to enter the number of engineering colleges, scanf percentage %d comma ampersand. So here I'm going to access the structure member engg. So the number of engineering colleges should be stored here. So this structure member can be accessed only through the structure variable. So structure variable is in is a structure variable, so I have to use it like this. In, it is an array, so in of I dot engg. So in this way I have to access, and I have to get the structure the state name of the state also. So enter the state name, maybe I'll ask here, enter the state name, I can put it inside, enter the state name, and scanf percentage yes comma, so state name I have to collect it over here in the state variable, which is a member of structure. So I have to use the structure variable in dot in of I dot state, and that's how we have to access it. And then another variable printf enter the number of medical colleges slash n scanf percentage %d ampersand in of I dot medical. To make it short, I'll just copy paste this one. Medical colleges, then management colleges, manage, then universities. So we have collected all the details. So then we have to do one more operation, that is calculate the total colleges for every state. Calculate the total college for every state. So that we can calculate here. That is, total is a member of the structure. So total I have to access like this. In is the structure variable name, in of I dot total is equal to, so each and every state details are collected now. So I just need to calculate each and every state details, and that has to be stored inside the total variable. So I can access every time whenever you want to access a structure member, it should be accessed through the structure variable name. So I can access it like this, plus medical plus management plus university. So all the colleges details, I'm just calculating the total, and the total will be stored over here. So if I have user has entered the number as 2, the number of states as 2, so the first detail, first state detail will be stored in I of 0. That means in of 0. So 0 in 0th index will have the details for state 1, and the first index will have the details of state 2. If we have given 5 states, so 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 4, so 5 states will be, details will be stored in different indexes. So 0th index will have the first state, first index will have the second state, third state, fourth state, and fifth state. In such a way we are going to solve it. So this is how we are accessing the structure members. We are getting the input from the structure, and next thing as per the question is display the details. So whenever we need to display the details, whenever displaying also can be done through the for loop. So once again I'm using the same for loop here. So to simplify the time, I'm just going to copy paste it. Then I have to display all the details, so like printf state name, it is %s. So we have to access it from the through the structure variable, that is I dot state. The variable name has to be specified. Then printf. To make it short, I'll just print the total number of colleges. I'm not going to print all these things, just to print the total number of colleges or total number of institutes. %d am in of I dot total. So if you want to experiment, you can get all the details and you can print all the details. Maybe you can find which college, which state has more number of colleges. All these things we can perform. So for the want of time, I'm just finishing it with this. So these are the details I'm collecting. I'm finding the total, and then I'm printing the state name along with this total number of colleges in the state. Okay, let's see the output. So once again, I'm going to use this online compiler to run this program. So let's see whether any error are there. There is an error. Yeah, structure should always ends with a semicolon, so I have missed the semicolon. That is an error. So don't miss the semicolon. If you miss the semicolon, you will get an error. Okay, structure should open, close, and then semicolon. Yeah, the program is executing now. There is no error. So enter the number of states. So I'm going to give 2 states, 2 as a number of states. So first I'll enter the state name as Tamil Nadu. Then enter the number of engineering colleges, maybe 10 engineering colleges, the medical colleges 5, and management colleges 5, the number of universities 4, some random numbers I'm entering. Then it is going to calculate all the details. So now it is asking for the second state details. Second state, maybe I can give the name as Andhra the number of colleges, maybe 50, 30, 20 and 10, some random numbers I'm entering. So after this it will give you all the details. See this is output. First it is getting the inputs from the user and then it is printing the outputs. So state name Tamil Nadu, total number of institutes 24. State name Andhra, total number of institutes 110. You can print the highest number of institutes, or what are the different values for each and every engineering colleges, medical colleges, everything you can print by using this program. So this is a program for an example of structure. So this is how we have to solve any question which is given, any program which is asked for your exam, as well as for your project purpose also we can solve it like this. If you have any questions, you can comment below this video. I can explain you. Thank you.